What's good, everybody? It's D Nice. I'm Lenny on my channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Um, this video I've been planning on a long time. I just needed the energy to get through it. And this is a good one. Our first album versus album video. Coldplay, Parachutes against the Police. Every breath you take. The best pop albums I've ever heard from my two favorite bands. Two different eras. I know people are going to say Every Breath You Take is a compilation album, but this album is an album regardless to me. It's too much of a complete album just to put in a certain category. So that's why I'm comparing these two. So let's talk about Coldplay's Parachutes album first. This is a nostalgic album. It always reminded me of when I watched Twilight as a kid, especially the first one, which would have been a golden soundtrack for that movie. It's an acoustic type of album. You hear the guitar a lot. Um, Chris Martin always kills every song he's on. His albums with this man. He is the sting of Coldplay, obviously. I was introduced to this album from Yellow because I saw the music video. Starting off with this album, Sparks and Spies are great songs. Then they come with Shiver. Shiver is so timeless, it sounds like it's straight from the 90s. But this is a 2000s album, so this sounds like it came a decade before its own time, which makes it a special type of album alone, just by the sound. Um, Yellow is a great song. I love how Spies end. Yellow is a great song. I remember playing Guitar Hero to that song when I was little. High Speed was good. Trouble is one of my favorite songs on the album. When you get further through the album, you can hear the vocal range that Chris Martin has, which displays himself as one of the most talented singers of all time. I like Careful Where You Stand. That was a great song. I like See You Soon. He had great delivery on that song because it seemed like it was just talking, so it's like a conversational song. Everything's Not Love is a great song by itself. It's like an 8-minute movie. I like We Never Change. Then they finish with Parachutes, which is one of the greatest outros of all time on any album. Parachutes is a flawless 10 out of 10 album. Timeless, timeless, and timeless. Now we go to the Police's Every Breath You Take album. When I discovered this album, I was listening to Blood, Sweats, and Tears. I was hyping them up a lot. So one day I listened to this album and I felt like I was listening to the pop version of Illmatic. I haven't listened to Blood, Sweat, and Tears ever since that happened. This album blew my mind away. This album started out with the classic Roxanne song. Joe Budden was completely wrong about the Roxanne song. That's way better than Phil Collins Fill in the Air. I think that's probably one of the most overrated songs of all time. I've seen that in like a lot of I've heard it in many rap songs, and all of them were terrible. Roxanne is way better. That's not even on the same planet. And you immediately hear the differences in these two albums. Parachutes is like the party album. Every Breath You Take is like the concert album. Can't Stand Losing You is a great song. Now, even though the police has a nice start, it seems like Coldplay is gonna have a field day with the police until Message in a Bottle starts playing. Then the whole crowd goes wild and becomes a tough decision for Coldplay. As soon as that song starts coming on, like the whole ball game changed. Message in a Bottle. As soon as that comes on, you start turning it up all the way to the highest volume. That song is crazy. Definitely competes with some of the songs on the Parachutes album. Walking on the Moon is an amazing song. Um, Sting killed Don't Stand So Close to Me. He was in his own zone on that song. Um, Now I hate lazy titles like this, but the Duty song, that title, which they could have named it anything else, but Sting killed that song. Um, I think every song on here was on an Adam Sandler movie, but that's why his movies have like the best soundtracks. Um, every little thing she does is magic. It's a classic song because of the production. I love how Invisible Sun starts. So you can play the first 10 seconds and it's already a classic. Um, yeah, that's a classic song. The production on Spirits in the Material World is crazy. I like Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, and Wrapped Around Your Finger. Now, this is extremely difficult comparison right here. Listening to both of these albums is like two different journeys. Um, Parachutes is more intriguing and has a better ending to it. Every Breath You Take has better production and more replay value. But this is a tie for me, even listening to both of these right now, having a fresh listen. I still can't pick one over the other. So I'm gonna let you decide. So like, share, comment. What do you think is the better album overall? And subscribe. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Peace.